Randall Hughes with GodGlorified.com, and we're commenting on today's scripture reading for December the 3rd, in which we read from 1 Corinthians chapters 12, 13, 14, and about the first half of chapter 15. And some great things dealing here with the spiritual gifts. It's one Spirit that worketh all. There's only one Spirit in God. There's sometimes it's spoken of as 7 spirits before the throne. That's a symbolic number, as many things there in the book of Revelation are symbolic. And so he said to covet earnestly the best gift. But love is the best. And so first of all, we want to make sure that we love. He said all these spiritual things are going to fail, but love will never fail. Chapter 14, he talks to us about speaking in tongues and some interesting things there. Notice that the last word on tongues is forbid not to speak in tongues. And so also the tongues in the book of Acts is different than in Corinthians, because only 2 or 3 in that by course, and then 1 interprets. In the book of Acts, there was never a supernatural gift of interpretation. The people understood what they spoke because they knew the languages. It wasn't a gift of God. And so different application, different purpose, but the same operation. And so when we get into 1 Corinthians chapter 15, starts talking about the resurrection. And I might mention that we skipped verses 5 through 7 because we've already read those back when Christ raised from the dead, and it was giving the order of who saw Jesus when. And then now last, Saul or Paul had seen him. And so some incredible verses here. He mentions baptism for the dead. It's not that we are baptized for somebody else that's already died, like the Mormons teach. That's a misunderstanding, misinterpretation, misapplication. But it's that we're baptized into Christ's death. Because Christ died, I died to sin and self, and I am baptized into his death. Romans chapter 6, verses 1 through 5 help clarify that. And so that's what baptism for the dead is about. It's not for somebody else that died. It's I am baptized into Christ's death. And so some tremendous verses that we read right before that, which speaks of the end, which is after the rapture, that the kingdom will deliver it up to the Father, and all rule and authority will put down. This is speaking of Jesus Christ, and what would I say? The Ancient of Days, God the Father, in essence, is the one on the throne. But there's coming a time, by the time we see Jesus, I believe, we will see him as the Ancient of Days. And so that God will be all in all, as it's mentioned at the end of verse 28. And so incredible thing, the end of the sonship, God is one. God bless you.